Welcome to Odin Star Fitness. So today I'm going to show you good mornings. Good mornings are an amazing movement. Y'all have been saying that you're interested in things for posture and stuff like that. So I will show you some great posture movements. Also, a little bit about a good morning is the folks at Westside Barbell, which is like, if you're unfamiliar, that's a gym, a special gym. You can't just go there and train. It's invite only, and they train, professional sports players, and their mainstay is all power lifters, the strongest people really in the world, all record holders. They train at Westside Barbell. And according to Louis Simmons, the guy who runs the show over there, in his book, Westside Barbell Methods, he claims that that's what they do over there for their squat strength and their posture strength is good mornings. So if it's good enough for the strongest people on the planet, I think it's definitely good enough for us. So the other cool thing about good mornings is you can modify them pretty much in unlimited ways. There's really no one way to do good mornings. There's all these different variations, and you can hit the hips more, you can hit the hamstrings more, you can hit the glutes more. So if you're wanting to develop hip strength, then I will show you one way to do them. And if you want to strengthen your glutes, there's another way, and then there's another way for hamstrings, and you can work with it yourself and see what you like. So if you don't know what a good morning is, I'm going to show you. Now, I don't have a lot of weight on the bar, but you can go pretty heavy with this movement. I'm going to go for a side view. And essentially what a good morning is the first part of a squat. And unlike a squat, you actually want the bar to protrude past your toes and past your knees if you can. Whereas a squat, you normally would not want that. You want the weight behind you. So just to show you a standard good morning, I'm going to have my feet apart like so, shoulder width. And again, I'm going to externally rotate my legs so my knees kind of point out like that. And I engage my glutes, perineum, and core. I definitely have my belly tight. And you're holding onto the bar very strong. Like you want to grip it. The bar needs to be like it's part of your body. It's not just floating around up there, like you're balancing water buckets or something. I put it into the meat of my shoulders, like so. So basically, the good morning goes as follows. It's the same thing with the squat. You crack your hips first and just bend over like you're mooning somebody. It's not an ultra complicated movement. Now notice I'm keeping my back straight. I can also vary the crack in my knees. I can bend my knees more or less, and that will shift the weight to different parts of the body. The more you bend your knees, the more it's a hip movement. The straighter I keep my legs, the more it becomes a hamstring movement. And you will definitely feel this. If you keep your legs straight, you definitely feel the hamstrings stretch right here. And then a little bit in the middle is glutes. Obviously, if you stick your butt way out, that's going to hit the glute and stretch them. So if you're, trying to work on your butt and make it look big and meaty, then you stick it way out there. Again, you're keeping the back tight, shoulders tight. I'm pulling the bar down into the meat of my shoulders. And it's just that simple. Now you can vary the width of your stance, and that changes it as well. So I like to do all of them. Sometimes I mix it up in the same workout. Other times I just focus on one thing. It depends what else I've been doing that week. It's very up to you. Play with it. This movement will make you extremely strong. I know it doesn't look like anything, but this will help every other movement in your repertoire. It'll even make your bench stronger. It'll make you a stronger person because you're building the very engine of your body. So as you get stronger with good mornings, every other movement, like obviously deadlifts, you will conquer. Your squats, every squat, any Olympic lifts, just everyday life, you know, having kids and picking them up and stuff like this, you will be a monster. And you can actually work up to heavy weight. You know, with a lighter weight, I will go maybe more range of motion all the way down like that. But say if I have 315 on the bar, maybe I just do what's called a power good morning, and I just only go a little bit, just working that strong part of my body. And then obviously any weights in between. This is great for doing in between, you know, instead of deadlifts or squats. And again, it doesn't look like much, but this will make you a monster, make you super strong. So one more time, I'm going to show you the main difference between this and a squat. Obviously, you're not squatting all the way down, but that bar needs to come forward. Now, it doesn't need to go crazy, like I'm going pretty far forward, but as long as you are just clearing the knee, you know, you'll feel it. As long as I'm doing that, it's a good morning. And everywhere in between. One last thing I'll say about the good morning, you can, with very light weight, you can do this by rounding your back and working those back muscles. Obviously, be careful, and I would suggest using the lightest weight possible, and maybe even just trying it without any weight, you know, unless you have a stronger back, because you don't want to load your spine up. You just want to train your spinal erectors, and that can be done real easy. And again, I'm tightening everything, and I'm just rounding my back. You can work it that way as well, and that will be beneficial. So I encourage you to try it. Let me know how it works. Thank you so much for all the subscribes and messages, and man, you guys are awesome. This is like becoming a dream come true. So please feel free to let me know what do you want to see, what do you need to do in your life. You know, if there's anything I can show you or teach you or talk about, I want to do it. I have a lot of experience. I have had a wild life, and I've done a lot of stuff. I like to learn, so I will do anything I can to help you. So let me know how this works out, and maybe you have a different variation on it. You know, maybe you have some good ideas that'll help me out, you know. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have an awesome night. Owen and Star out.